this job market is tough. It is tough out here. It's fine. It's hard finding the job. And if you don't like that job, it's hard to stay there. Let's watch.
Completely understand. Completely understandable, but if you can just allow me a moment, I can explain to you exactly what happened. Okay, so what's going on is that the original order for the medication, the one that you saw that had the 3 refills, that one was in processing, but then the doctor sent in a new prescription. It's the exact same prescription, but the doctor sent in a new prescription. And with the new prescription that the doctor sent in, it automatically canceled the original prescription, which stopped it from being in process. And the
Actual footage of me not getting cursed out and not giving AF.
the company's fault. I didn't make those decisions, sir, but I would definitely be more than happy to take a look at the things and see what I can do to see if we can get some expedited shipping because, I mean, it's already in fulfillment. Do you mind holding for me so I can try to call it back in to see if we can get faster shipping for you if possible? Thank you.
She just blinking. Oh, she better chew her sandwich and put that man on hold.
It's the fact for me when the manager's getting the motherfucking chat talking about it's calls holding, and they're gonna continue. One call at a time over here. What the fuck you think I got going on? Just because y'all give me 2 motherfucking monitors, bitch, do not mean that I'm supposed to have a call over here and a call over here. Bitch, I got one headset. And we're gonna do one call at a time. And if it's that motherfucking bed, get in the motherfucking queue. Hello? You can go ahead and put that headset on and take the motherfucking calls. We see the fucking queue is back the fuck up. Baby, we're doing the best all we can do. The fuck you want us to do? Y'all want us to take calls back to back, work us overtime. We don't want to pick up the overtime. Y'all want to give it to us mandatory. And then you wondering why motherfuckers taking FMLA, bitch, like it's nothing. Hello? Have y'all dealt with these people?
Yes, ma'am. I don't do that right now. Thank the Lord. But I have back in early 2000s where I used to work in the call center. Yeah, I had gotten so sick that I took FMLA and didn't go back. It was tough.
And then these motherfucking people be off the motherfucking hinges, bitch. Like, stop. We see the fucking queue. We're taking all the motherfucking calls we can fucking take at this point in time. And baby, it's not my fault that I get a fucking person that has me on the phone for damn near 25 to 30 minutes. Because they want to tell me their whole life story. They ain't got shit to do with me. I'm doing what the fuck I gotta do. Is that motherfucking bad, bitch? Clock in. Get your ass to this queue. It's a lots of calls for everybody. Have a good day.
POV, dealing with a customer in escalations.
Right. Yes, ma'am. And I definitely understand your frustrations. However, when my agent was explaining to me what was going on, she said you wouldn't let her get a word out. And also, she said that you were just being very belligerent and cussing. So what I'm not about to allow on my line is for you to just cuss me out when you called in for assistance. If you read, excuse me, I'm sorry, ma'am. Thank you. Let me explain. If you read in your insurance policy, it does state that until subrogation.
Ooh, I understand insurance. Not that side. I used to do customer service on that side, but now I just deal on another side. Thank God I don't deal with that anymore. But yeah, we as customers, we have to be mindful about how we call our people for help. You can't be calling them and cussing them out and thinking they're supposed to help you. Yeah, you already reached the escalation line. I think this young lady is the escalation person. And she has definitely given you a lot of respect. But she did also tell you what you're not going to do is come on my phone, come on my line and cuss me out wanting some help. That's what's not going to happen.
has been completed, you're liable to still pay that deductible. So you still have to pay your $1,000 deductible, even though you're not at fault. However, since we're in subrogation right now, we have to get that money from the other party's insurance, and then we will be able to refund you back your $1,000 deductible. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and send that to you in fine print in your email, where it does state that you still have to pay that deductible.
No, ma'am, I will not be transferring you. Because the reason that you want me to transfer you is because you're saying that I'm being too nonchalant. But that's quite literally my job.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, and I understand that you're frustrated, but I'm not going to yell at you back.
Right.
Right, but everyone's job here, no matter who I transfer you to, we are here to solve your problems. So regardless if you're angry, you're upset, you're yelling, you're screaming, we're not going to match that level.
Right.
One, because it's our job to stay calm, and two, quite frankly, because we don't want to.
Period.
No, ma'am, I've offered my assistance on my side perfectly fine. The fact that you want to speak to someone else is strictly because I'm being too calm or too nonchalant, as you said it. That is not grounds for me to transfer.
Right. I love the typing.
Right, which I did offer that solution, but you did not want to go that route. So that leaves me no other option, ma'am.
And she says, I'm not transferring you to no damn body.
Again, ma'am, I'm not going to transfer the call.
See?
Again, because your reason of me being too nonchalant is not grounds for me to transfer the call.
Facts.
I've offered you my assistance multiple times. I've offered you multiple solutions to the problems that you've come to me with. The only issue that you have with me is that I'm not yelling back at you.
Wow.
Okay, and I understand. I'm sorry. But as I mentioned, I'm not going to match that. I'm not going to match that energy. I'm not going to yell back at you. And if being calm or nonchalant is offensive to you, I'm not sure what you want me to do, because I'm not going to break policy and get angry with you. No, ma'am, I'm not gonna transfer you to a manager.
Period. No. You gonna stay with me or hang up?
Well, I'm so sorry, ma'am. If you don't want to speak with me, you're more than welcome to call back in.
Oh, I must be a psychic.
She hung up. That is a first. Hold on, let me.
I never seen this before, y'all. Promise.
I have never.
Type boo.
I have never had a customer upset because I was not mad. I've never had a customer. She was telling me she was mad because she was mad, but I wasn't getting mad with her. Like, she was mad, yelling and screaming, and she was like, I don't like how calm you are. You're being too calm. You're being way too nonchalant. I want to speak to someone else. Nonchalant? Baby girl, that's literally my job, but you ain't gonna press my blood pressure.
Okay.
You ain't gonna make me all flustered and frustrated over a problem that you have.
Facts.
Like, she was mad that I wasn't getting hot on her behalf. And, like, my tone at the beginning of the call, no matter how frustrated you are, I will always keep it pleasant. I will always be very demure with it, okay? Very calm, very sweet, very cutesy, okay? And she was not. She was the opposite of that, okay? The opposite of demure, that was her. She was like, just foul and angry, and I guess she was mad because I wasn't also being foul and angry. But, like, baby girl, I'm not gonna match your energy just because you call me like that.
Right.
Get a therapist to yell at, but like, you know what probably is? She probably has a bunch of family members or a husband or whoever who's used to matching her energy. Like, she comes in hot and they come in hot or hotter. But so when we don't do that, like when somebody gets hit with somebody who doesn't match their energy, they don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. They get confused. Like, they're like, why is she so calm? And I'm calm because you don't have that power over me, baby. Like, listen, I've done way too much therapy to get flustered and hot over somebody else's bullshit. Mm-hmm. So let me log out because I want to talk to y'all.
Let me tell y'all, this lady just cussed me clean out, told me where to go and how to get there. Let me tell you something.
Baby girl, in the previous video, gold star for you, boo, because most people probably would have matched her energy. Gold star for you. That was a really great mature move that you did, because a lot of grown people who are even older than you would not have handled that customer the way that you did. So gold star, promotion, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Hopefully she still works there, but you should never allow yourself to match the energy, especially if it's a negative energy. Don't match it. It's a definitely a waste. Especially, like she said, she went through way too much damn therapy for a stranger to make her lose her job or go off on her because of what she did, the customer did. So gold star, boo boo, gold star.
I let her. When I tell you I have no capacity for people who are unhinged nowadays, even at work, it's just like, lady, I do not receive the energy that you are giving me right now. So she called in. I gave her my reading. Hello, my name is. Thank you for calling in to so-and-so. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with? Oh, let me tell you right now, it's not going to be a pleasure to speak with me. And from then on, I knew what type of time we were on. And one thing that my previous work experience has taught me is that when people start going off like that, to shut the entire up and let them go.
Yeah,
and that's what I just did. Let me tell you, I actually put this thing on mute because let me tell you, I have this physical reaction from being yelled at, it's a childhood thing, that I'll start shaking. So while she was yelling at me, I was shaking like this. Not because I was like scared of her. I was scared and terrified of me. I know me so well that I know that if I don't keep myself in check, all hell's going to break loose. She went on to tell me how she has spoken to my entire team, how she is so unhappy. We are so incompetent, how people are not taking her issues seriously, and blase split. And she started to tell me, you all can't listen. So what's going to happen today is that I'm going to talk, you're going to listen. When I say you can speak, then you will speak. Still, I'm silent. I'm just letting her go. She also told me that if I could not keep up, don't ask her to repeat herself because she's not. And I was just waiting for her to ask for a supervisor. I'm just like, I'm not about to deal with you. Like, who are you? Who do you actually think you are? Because if she would have asked when I was like, excuse me for 2 seconds, let me just get you on over. But no, she wanted to rain hell on me. So this went on for about a good 5 minutes. I just let her go. When I tell you I let her go, I let her have a ball. It was so quiet that it was moments where I was so quiet that she had to check back in because she thought I was going to interrupt her because she kept saying, y'all keep interrupting me. I'm like, ma'am, you have the full stage right now. Go off, queen. So when she allowed me to speak and said, you have permission to speak now, I said, okay. First thing, I want to apologize that you've had this experience with us to where you feel so strongly about your concern. I said, but in order for me to help you, you're going to have a mutual respect from me and this entire situation for me to properly and accurately help you. She cut me off mid-sentence and said, save your effing bull. And I need help right now. I don't care about your theatrics and what you're saying to me right now. And I told her, I said, that's the thing. In order for me to help you properly, you're not going to tell me when I'm going to speak. If I have a question, I'm going to ask it. You're not going to limit me as if I'm a fucking child.
Ooh!
Like, who do y'all really think y'all are to be calling a grown-ass person on this phone telling me when I can and cannot speak? Like, I understand. This is how I know that y'all really need friends in real life. Y'all need a therapist or whatever y'all need. Because the fact that you really thought that you was getting ready to call in and get some kind of results, that's how I know you really wasn't result-centered. You probably just wanted to call in the bitch and complain, and that's okay. But say that with your chest. Don't call in acting like you are God's gift to this green earth, and that whatever you say is going to go. First of all, I could have disconnected this phone call the moment you started telling me what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. Right. I could have then, but I decided to give you grace, and I decided to lead with my good foot and not allow my past self to become my present self.
Yes.
I'm going to give her a chance to redeem herself. I said, you know what? First, let me just tell you in a calm voice. I was so calm, I surprised me. I was so calm, I was scared of me. That's how calm I was. I told her, I said, for this to work, That's not going to happen.
Facts.
And that was her chance to fix it. So what I did was, as she's talking, I'm just documenting because I am not about to lose it over y'all. I'm not. Y'all not finna. I'm at home chilling, and that's why you really mad because you can tell I'm at home. So I'm not about to allow you to project all that negativity onto me. So as soon as I said what I said about like it's going to be a mutual respect, and she's kind of saying be a bull ass this and bull ass that, you have 1, 2, 3 seconds to disconnect this phone call, or I will. You have 3 seconds to stop talking to me like you have lost your motherfucking mind, or I will disconnect this phone call. And look at God, she did it for me. That's how I know she wanted some attention. So I emailed my supervisor like, listen, I just had a like crazy customer. You know, gave her the case number, everything like that. But I'm just like, I just want y'all to have this in documentation because people would love to spin stuff and say that you were a certain kind of way. That's why I was going to come to you first, give you the case, so you can go listen to how loony this Karen was on my fucking phone. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, who raised y'all? And she felt so justified because she felt like she had been through so many hula hoops that first off, there is no type of behavior in the world that's warranted because you feel like you're not being taken seriously. No, if you have to keep repeating yourself over and over again, keep on doing it until you shouldn't have to. I agree with that. However, you don't talk to no grown ass person thinking that you better get some results. I was, baby, especially not me.
That was a brilliant and amazing, and look how God fixed that for him. Fixed that for baby boy. Was able to go ahead, handle that, tell his supervisor, get ahead of it, hashtag Olivia Pope, hashtag scandal, get in front of it so that when she calls back, because we all know that bitch called back. We know she called back and got somebody else or got a person that she spoke to before because she already told him that she spoke to everybody there. And you're going to listen. She just wanted some attention. Like he said, go off, queen. I'm going to give you the whole stage. It's your time to shine.
Ma'am. Ma'am. Can you hear me?
Right.
You can hear me? Oh, I didn't think you could because we're both talking at the same time. Right. So as I explained not too long ago, you called in for assistance. So I don't need assistance with assisting you. What I need, you're not providing. Yes, you've given me your name, but I also need a date of birth.
Right.
I need a full date of birth. What is a full date of birth? Month, day, and year is a full date of birth. Ma'am. Okay, we've been on this call now 4 minutes, and yes, a full date of birth is what is needed in order to start assisting you. Oh, I'm just documenting the call as to why I can't assist you. And I can't assist you because you will not provide your full date of birth. So if you're unable to provide that, you won't provide it, you don't know how to provide it, there's nothing else I can do for you on the call. So I'm going to disconnect the call because we're just...
Period.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. By all means, I'm not being a smart aleck. I'm just saying that what I need, you can't provide for me to assist you. So, ma'am, when you're ready to provide the information we need for us to assist you, please give us a call back. In the meantime, you have a nice day.
Click.
age because you don't know your full date of birth. If I'm incorrect. You wanted to speak to a supervisor because you're upset that the previous rep didn't tell you her personal information?
What?
Okay, so everybody at this company, including the person that you spoke to previously, we don't have any obligation to tell you where we're located,
Right.
especially because we work remote. Also, her last name, she's not obligated to give you. No, sir, she does not have to give you that information, and no one at this company has to give you that information.
Right. This is Sister Nonchalant.
So we have your personal information because we're providing you with a service that you asked us for. You called us for and asked us for. So if you don't want us to have your personal information, I mean, we can definitely close the account out.
Right.
Just because we have your information doesn't mean that you have to have ours. Every representative that you speak with works remote, and we do not have to give you our last names, and we definitely do not have to give you our addresses.
Right. Weirdo.
Okay, and I do apologize if you feel that's unprofessional, but most companies protect their agents and have policies to protect them, including their personal information, like their address and their last name.
Right.
At most companies, you won't be able to get that information. So, like I mentioned, if you don't want us to have yours, we can definitely close the account.
Right.
But whoever you spoke to is not obligated to give you their last name. She specifically does not have to give you her address. That would be breaking policy if she did that.
Yeah, and personal too. I'm like, why would he want to have her personal information? It's like weirdo. Then he might know where she lives, and he might be sending her some crazy shit. It's like, why? And why do you want my last name, my full last name? I can give you an initial, or depending on the company, I don't have to give you my last name. I can just give you my first name. I don't even. My first name that I use is half of a whole first name. So I'm not going to give you my full first name because it's very unique and you'll find mine. So I'm not doing that. Then you want to be smart and talking about, well, you know my information. It's because we are providing the service that you chose to fill out the application or whatever. So that, yeah, we have to know your last name because that's what you put in there in the computer. Don't y'all love the typing? He's a weirdo.
Yes, sir, and I do apologize. I understand that you're upset, and if we need to review the call, if you feel like she made errors, we can definitely do so. But I'm not sure what providing you with her last name and her address is going to do. What exactly are you wanting to do with that information? Just out of curiosity.
Right.
No, sir. If you want to report her, we can report her without us, giving you her personal information. We can oversee the call. We can speak to the agent if any errors were made. But if you wanted to report her, we can do that without me giving you her personal information. I'm not going to do that. Right. Okay, and like I mentioned, I would be happy to put in a report. I will, personally review the call because all of our calls are recorded, and I will ensure that there were no errors done on the previous call. But again, I will not be giving out any personal information. Was there anything else that I can assist you with as a supervisor on duty? Okay, yeah. So she did send you the invoices already. Did you want to check to see if you received them yet?
So he already got what he needed, and he's still complaining.
Yeah. She sent them out before she transferred you her. I'm so sorry. She sent them out before she transferred you over to me, so you should have already received them. But I'd be happy to send them again if you have not. Okay. Anything else you'd like to go over? Okay, not a problem at all. You give us a call if you haven't received those invoices, okay? Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Wow. Thank you, supervisor. Another gold star for Miss Nonchalant.
Because what are you gonna do with that information? Even if I did give it to you, even if she did give it to you,
Weird.
what exactly are you gonna do with that information?
Right.
I'll wait.
Right.
Wild. Like, you're gonna ask for a stranger's last name and address over a phone call, like over invoices,
Jesus.
over a billing issue. It's giving threat. It's giving threatening language, but I don't even really have anything else to say, y'all. I'm tired.
Me
I gotta
too.
go. I'll talk to you later.
Yes, sir. I'm still here. The reason why I'm sitting here being quiet is because I'm not going to talk over you, and you're being ignorant and talking loudly for no apparent reason when I'm just trying to assist you. So I'm just gonna be quiet and I'm just gonna let you finish. Okay, are you done? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this what I'm not gonna tolerate. No, sir. Like I said, I just finished listening to you talk, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish here. And this may be the end of this call, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this. So I'm not gonna tolerate you consistently cursing me out, calling me out of my name. How would you feel if I call you a bitch? You're not gonna take that lightly. You're gonna go and so you're gonna call corporate and go to the extent all because an agent cursed you out, right? Okay, so that's out of the line. That's out of the way. Next, I told you at least 3 times before you got more rowdy with me, and I told you that the case. Okay, so like I said, the case it's not updated yet.
Wow.
We just received your documents this morning.
Wow.
We received your documents this morning, at least at 9:37 a.m. That's what I show according to the document information here in the system. Okay, so why do you think it doesn't work that way? That's why we request you to wait a specific time. Okay, so like I said, so what I'm not going to tolerate is you cursing me out.
Right.
And I'm also not going to tolerate you yelling at me for me telling you something that I just told you at least 3, now my 4th time telling you. So, and no, I don't have the power to force the case people to, they have so many cases, thousands of cases that they work on. This is a large company, sir. You're not the only one that calls in concerned about their case. That's what you don't understand. You have to be considerate and let us finish and do our job.
And they really want you to stop what you're doing and handle their one little situation compared to, like she said, they can have thousands and thousands of accounts that they deal with on a daily basis, but they want you to push it. They want you to, give them this special service to accommodate them, but yet they just called you a bitch. They called you every name but a child of God. They, demean your intelligence. They made you try to feel like you're a bunch of nothing, but they need you to do this. So it's like, how in the hell do you think you're going to get the help that you need when you just cuss me out? Even if I was her, even if I just happened to get that shit, I'd be like, is this the little document that he's talking about? Oops, delete. Delete. Delete.
If you work in a call center or customer service, or you book appointments or whatever you do where you have to deal with the public all day, do you find that over the past few years, maybe even since the beginning of the pandemic or whatever, 5 years ago, that people are so snappy and defensive? It doesn't matter what you say, they're on the defense. I work at a tree company. We remove trees from people's houses. If they fall on the house, they fall in the yard, or people want to do yard work. We have requests all the time from people online that send us emails. Hey, can you call me? We want a free quote, blah, blah, blah. Part of my job when I come in the morning is I reach out to those requests and say, hey, John, we got your email and I was just returning the call to set up your free quote, whatever. They immediately bite your head off. Oh, you're going to come out and try to sell me something? I didn't get in touch with you. You got in touch with me. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna book this job if it's gonna cost me $1 million. I'm gonna budget it. Again, I didn't reach out to you. You reached out to me. Everybody is so angry. They're so angry. Even when you solve their problem real quick. I can only do Tuesdays, and if you can't do it Tuesday, then I'm not booking with you. Yep, no problem. We can come out next Tuesday. Okay, fine. Why is everybody so angry, defensive, short-tempered? And I don't mean to generalize. I hate throwing boomers under the bus because I feel like I do it all the time, but they always seem like they're the boomers. They're the older folks. They're so angry. Don't fucking call me, man. Call your neighbor or go down in your basement and take out an axe and do the job yourself.
Okay, so you think that my supervisor will resolve your issue today? Is that why you want my supervisor?
She's like, whatever.
But I asked because we haven't even got to the real issue today. That's the point. That's why I asked if you really think that we're going to get somewhere resolved with this today. No, because almost 100% certain my supervisor will not assist you because we haven't really got to the real issue. The problem that you have, you're refusing to provide some information that we need in order to verify who you are as the person calling in today. Okay. Number 2, you're being very vulgar with your words. You've been disrespectful. You're not listening. You're listening to respond. You're not listening to understand.
Ooh, say that, sis.
That's the problem. But the problem is not me. I literally just told you to verify the last 4 of your social security number. Okay? You went on and yep, the whole time on the phone call.
You
Okay?
said yep.
And no,
Wait a minute. That makes me wonder if these calls are real, but they are. I believe they are. I think that they are, but yep. And that's exactly how they sound. Thank God. Thank God I don't deal with that anymore. It's been years. It's been years since I've dealt with that. Years. And you could not pay me to go back. Although they always have, hiring. If you need a quick job, do call center work. They will hire you for pennies, but you'll get hired. But to hear that, yep, I don't, because they don't train you. You go through the training. You don't get the training. Like one girl said on one video, they tell you there's going to be 6 weeks of training, but within 1.5 weeks, they put you in nesting. That means they give you a week of training, then a week of nesting, and then you on the phones. Oh, yeah, we said 6 weeks, but no, we're going to put your ass on the phone in 2 weeks. No preparation.
not being funny. I'm just portraying the situation. That's what's going on. And then now, because you feel I'm refusing to assist you, which is not the case, now you want to talk to my supervisor. I mean, I have no problem getting you to her, of course, but I'm telling you that the problem is not going to be resolved because you're going to have to also verify who you are to her as well. It doesn't matter who you get to. It doesn't even matter if you get to the president, the CEO of the company. You still have to verify who you are. Otherwise, no one will be able to help you. Okay, true enough, and I understand that. I understand that you're uncomfortable verifying that. I get that. The thing is, if you want help, no, ma'am. No. You're going to listen to me now because I let you talk. I let you cuss me. I let you say all of everything under the book. It's my turn now. Okay? I understand how you feel, and I understand how inconvenient and how you don't trust that. Okay? I understand this. I understand that. Don't get me wrong. I understand where you are coming from. That's not the problem. Okay? The thing is, if you want to know what's going on with your account, anything pertaining to your account, it doesn't matter what you want onto the account, but as long as anything you call in associated to the company regarding your account, which is secure for security purposes, you have to verify Any information we ask you upon the information, we see it. We see everything.
Right.
But you have to verify who you are. In a discussion, there's nothing else to discuss. Okay, so do you need any assistance now today? Or if not, then I can move on to the next customer that actually really needs my help. No, I'm not being rude, but you're wasting my time at the same time. And no, you cannot get me out of my profession. This is what I do for a living. You can't rattle me up because it's really petty and it's really childish. We're adults, and you're not acting your age. You're acting more like your shoe size. Okay.
Oh, now.
And that is totally fine with me. Do you have any additional questions? Anything else I can assist you with today? I will most definitely be what you just called me. And just to keep reminded and to let you know, all calls are monitored and recorded, okay? So next time when you call in, don't think that anyone else is going to take it lightly on you, because we also have notes here based on your behavior with these calls, okay? Because things don't go your way. And that's where everyone messes up at. They think because you guys think you can get away with it. And whole time, everything is monitored and recorded, okay? Mm-hmm. Yes, it is. And my supervisor can also pull this call today. Once we get off this call, she's going to pull it. So, with that being said, anything else I can assist you with today? Okay, clearly not. All right, and I hope you do enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for calling. All right, bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye. I don't understand. I don't really have problems with the men that call in. It's more of the women when they don't get their way. Oh, bitch, fuck you. Bitch, I can't stand the way how y'all do shit. Bitch, this, bitch, this. It don't require all of that when we're just asking you to verify who you are. That's just that simple. I see men are more logical when it comes down to customer service. I haven't had any issues with men. I'm just putting it out there. Mostly I have problem with on the phones are women. Because women, they are more dramatic. Men, when, of course, they don't get their way, they do get upset on the phone. But women, I don't know. Y'all be safe.
Well, that was fun. That was fun and fulfilling. And yeah, you get more bees with honey than you do with vinegar. And I don't know if I agree with the woman man thing. Let me know what you think if you work in a call center environment, or if you have worked in a call center environment. Have you had more conversations as far as conflicts with women or men, or is it equal? I would love to know what you think, what you all out there think. No matter what, the spirit of a petty, it can rest upon anybody. And it's never a cool thing to have if you want help. All right. Deuces.